Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Namaste. A warm welcome to all of you for this episode of Ethics from Epics. Disha Bharat is an NGO working in the field of education for the last 20 years. We conduct programs for various stakeholders of education, especially the teachers and the students. The Holistic Personality Development Program for students complements the academic curriculum with core values. The design and delivery of the programs inspire the students to reflect upon themselves and also their role in nation building. Through various programs, Disha Bharat has reached hundreds of institutions, thousands of faculty members, and lakhs of students. All our programs revolve around the theme Know Yourself, Know Your Country, Know Your Culture. As a part of our 20th year celebrations, we have organized various events. Ethics from Epics is one such event where we want to decode and unearth the profound message from the epics and to give it to the general public and the students to lead a dharmic life and a better life. Ethics from Epics is a monthly lecture series organized to decode and unearth the message, the profound message from Ramayana and Mahabharata for the benefit of the general public and especially the students. Today is the 7th edition of the Ethics from Epics series, monthly series. To address us, we are blessed to have a very eminent personality amongst us, and he is Dr. Gururaj Karjagi, a senior academician, educationist, philosopher, author, motivational speaker, and above all, a passionate teacher. He is a doctorate in chemistry and a fellow of the Electrochemical Society of India. He is serving in many boards and institutions across India and the world, guiding them in giving quality education and ethics in education. Very happy to say that Dr. Karjagi has been a guiding council member for Disha for the last 20 years. His unwavering support and guidance has enabled Disha to reach many milestones, and he has been instrumental in the growth of Disha Bharat. Dr. Karjagi is a founder and chairman of a very unique institution, that is Academy for Creative Teaching. He empowers teachers and creates quality educational institutions, building excellent institutions that can generate great students, ethical students, and great leaders for not only India but across the globe. He is a visiting professor for many universities across the world. So we are really blessed to have Dr. Karjagi today in our program. A hearty welcome to you, sir.
Dilemmas are essential part of every human life. Whether it's a man involved in a small mundane activity in a normal life to a leader of exceptional merit, everyone has to go through the dilemma. Even the great Hamlet was lost in this dilemma of to be or not to be is the question. So the dilemmas have been haunting us all through. Today is a small effort to understand how dilemmas have played an important role in Ramayana. Rama, we call him as a Maryada Purushottama, the highest icon in ethics and values. You can't think of a better model than Rama anywhere in any literature in the world. But did he face dilemmas in his life? While Ramayana shows some dilemmas there, this is a cursory aspect of seeing how dilemmas have worked in Ramayana. Of course, if you take that aspect, it is a very huge area. But let me confine to a few episodes in Ramayana where dilemmas have played an important role. The first of it that comes to my mind is before the story of Rama unveils. Valmiki, the creator of Ramayana. I always say Valmiki is as good as Rama. Because Rama was great, extraordinary, no problem. If Valmiki had not recorded, would not be knowing about Rama. The creator of Ramayana had gone to the river to take bath. He was wandering on the bank of the river. Suddenly he saw two beautiful birds flying, loving birds, one male and one female, loving each other, moving all over, chasing one another, playing playfully. Suddenly an arrow came and hit the male bird. The male bird falls down in a pool of blood and dies. And the female bird starts crying. And only heart of Valmiki can recognize the cry of a female bird. Suddenly gets angry, upset about it. Who is that person who kills a bird which is in playful mood? Suddenly a shloka comes from his mind and says, Ma nishadha pratishtham tvamagama shashwati samaha yat krauncha mithuna deka avadhi kama mohitam. Two loving birds, who was the one who killed? You can't live long. It's almost a curse that you can't live long. After saying that, Valmiki paused for a moment and said, what did I do? Why did I curse? What was wrong with the hunter? Not the mistake of the hunter. And as the episode goes, Valmiki was also hunter a few years ago. Maybe hunter goes there with the only intention of hunting the birds. He did not feel bad about it. That is his duty. If he doesn't do that, he can't get his food. Valmiki said, was I right or was I wrong? He starts thinking about it. The dilemma starts from there. He says, okay, what hunter did was right for him, his point of view. But how can he kill a bird in loving mood? Then finally he consoles himself and says, okay, this is what was to happen. What was to happen earlier. But anyway, another meaning of that, Manishadha Shloka, is like, you are Rama. You killed Ravana. Another meaning of the same shloka is interpreted, you killed Ravana and freed her. Therefore you killed the Kama Mohita Ravana and you are always remembered for all times to come. It's a consolation. But the dilemma did exist in the mind of Valmiki for quite some time. The next episode, which I think is really interesting, is Rama, brought up by Vasishtha, trained by Vasishtha. When I say trained by Vasishtha, in arms and ammunitions others have trained, but Vasishtha must have drilled him about the values that a person should follow. This is a very interesting episode in Ramayana when Vishwamitra comes in. In fact, you should see Vishwamitra's entry and exit is as surprising. He comes as surprising to Ramayana and disappears as surprisingly. He comes and takes Rama with him. When he says Rama, Lakshmana goes with him. Both of them go, the intention of killing Tataka. Please see, they are prepared. Vishwamitra has taught them Gayatri Mantra and given him Bala, Atibala, all kinds of weapons he has given them, made him impregnable actually, impossible to defeat Rama. To that extent he has prepared him. For what? To kill Tataka. And they are entering Tatakavana and Vishwamitra says, any moment she will come now, don't hesitate, kill her off. She is basically a demon, very dangerous demon, kill her off immediately. Rama is ready and Tataka comes there. She starts throwing stones from nowhere, different places, suddenly start throwing with Maya. And then Rama starts shooting arrows, Lakshmana also does. Look at Rama's dilemma. He said, should I kill Tataka or not? He has been trained as a Kshatriya, you can't kill a woman. You can't kill a woman. But Vishwamitra is telling him, kill her. Vasishtha has taught him not to hurt a woman. You are a man of weapons and she is absolutely has no weapons with her. Even if she has weapons, she is a woman. She deserves consideration, you can't kill her. What should a 13-year-old boy do? This is very interesting. We should remember Rama was only 13-year-old at that time. He started wondering about it. Initially says, I'll cut her hand off. I'll cut her legs, make her helpless and then leave her. The white fight goes on. At one stage Vishwamitra tells Rama, Rama, don't think that woman cannot be killed. If the presence of the woman is dangerous to the society, don't hesitate. Look at it, very interesting argument. Vishwamitra is modifying, saying, she is not just a woman. Because of her, the entire kingdom is destroyed. People are scared of coming here. And in the moment a woman becomes dangerous to society, she has no right to live. You can kill her immediately. And then Rama kills her. That means Rama always thinks, am I doing the right thing or the wrong thing? Right thing or the wrong thing? The ethical dilemmas have been an important part of Rama's life. He kills Tataka only when it was necessary. Then the next episode is most important, is Ahalya. They go to Gautama Ashrama before going to Mithila. And many people have interpreted in different way. There is an episode of Indra coming down and seducing Ahalya. And people say, poor Ahalya was cursed by Gautama and she became a stone. And Rama came and touched the stone with his feet and suddenly she transformed into a woman. That's what the story we hear. But Valmiki Ramayana does not say that. Valmiki Ramayana is very clear. She did not become a stone. She was there. And Rama did not touch her with his feet. He went and touched her feet. That's most important, you should remember. When he goes and touches Ahalya's feet, he says, I remember Kaushalya. That is the kind of respect he gives to Ahalya. The question is this. Did Ahalya make a mistake or not? The ethical dilemma, should Ahalya be punished by Gautama with that kind of curse? Or Ahalya been pardoned? There have been discussions about role of Ahalya, whether she did right or wrong. But Valmiki makes it very, very clear. No concession. Ahalya did make a mistake. She knew that it was Indra who camouflaged himself as Gautama and came there. Munivesham sahasraksham vidnyaya raghunandana matim chakara durmedha devaraja kutuhalat. I know that Indra has come in the dress of my husband, but I want to be with him. The word is beautiful. Devaraja kutuhalat. I'm interested in Indra. And then after the act is over, she tells another one, which clearly shows Ahalya made a mistake. She knew what she was doing. Krita arthat misura sreshta. Thank you so much. I'm so grateful to you, Indra. Gacha shigram ita prabho. From here you go away faster. Quickly, you go away from here. Atmanam mancha devesha sarvada rakshamanada. Now, go quickly and save yourself and save me from this ignominy. Protect me from this ignominy. That means she made a mistake and wanted to hide it. She did not want to tell outside world. That is the mistake. That's a mistake. Gautama comes back and realizes what happened, curses both Indra and Ahalya, and says, for 1,000 years you remain like this, without food, wander here and there, repent for what you have done. And one day, the Raghunandana will come here, Dasharatha Putra will come here. When he comes here, your repentance will give food, and all your mistakes will be ignored. And repentance is the best fire, which can cleanse everything. So therefore, wait for that day. She had been waiting for so long. Look at it, very interesting. Rama comes there, and as the other people have interpreted, she is a stone and Rama touches with his feet and she transformed into a woman. It is not so in Valmiki Ramayana. She has not become a stone. As Rama walks inside, suddenly the whole environment changes, the presence of a great man, and then interesting thing happens. Rama comes and touches the feet of Ahalya and says something beautiful. It's as good as meeting Kaushalya. I'm so happy I'm meeting Kaushalya. That means he compares himself, his mother with Ahalya. That repentance of 1,000 years has cleansed all her mistakes, and at that time Gautama comes and accepts her and goes back. The next episode, which is really a dilemma, and a long-standing dilemma I should say. Dasharatha wants to get Rama enthroned as the crown prince. He wanted to do that. But he goes on saying, if you see, watch Valmiki Ramayana, read Valmiki Ramayana, you make out in that, he keeps on saying the same thing 2-3 times. Rama, I want you become the Yuvaraja. I want to do the Pattabhisheka for you. But anyway, Bharata is also not here. So anyway, Bharata is not here. They will perform your Pattabhisheka. Why is he connecting Bharata with this? And is he happy that Bharata is not there? And secondly, he says one more thing. Bharata is a good boy. But you can't predict the human mind, But we'll have the Pattabhisheka as early as possible. And suddenly he calls for a conference of the people, leaders of the community. Even the tribal leaders, kings around, everybody is called for an urgent meeting as to who should be the king in future. Who should be given Pattabhisheka. But please remember, he called everybody excepting Janaka Maharaja, who is the father-in-law of Rama. Should he not call father-in-law of Rama for to decide about whether Rama should be made the crown prince? Kaikeyi's father is not called. Nobody is called. Only these people are called and they take a decision that yes, Rama should become the crown prince. What is he trying to do? He has a big dilemma. we should know the Ramayana intricacy is very interesting. Rama was not supposed to be the king after Dasharatha. He had no eligibility. Bharata should have been the king. You know the reason? When Dasharatha got married for the third time, when he married Kaikeyi, you know the situation, I don't elaborate further. In a war, Kaikeyi saved him out, so therefore he gave her a boon, and then he said, I'll marry her. And Kaikeyi Maharaja, Ashwapati Maharaja, father of Kaikeyi, put a condition. You should know by then, Dasharatha was 60 plus, more than 60 years. And this Kaikeyi was very young, very young. He did not want to give her marriage to Dasharatha, an old man. But being a powerful king, he said, can I marry your daughter? But Ashwapati Maharaja put a condition that I'll get her married to you, but a condition that her son would be the future king. Same thing happens in Mahabharata also. Satyavati's father says, my daughter's son should become the king. Here says, Dasharatha thought things for a moment and says, anyway I married twice already. Kaushalya has no children. Sumitra has no children. And there's no chance of their getting children now. Therefore, maybe Kaikeyi would have a son and he will naturally become the king in future. He agrees to that. That Kaikeyi's son would be the king in future. He has promised. And who are the witnesses for that? One is Janaka Maharaja, is a witness to it. Of course, Kaikeyi Maharaja is there. Sumantra is also there. They are all witnesses for this. Now, he never even thought at that time there will be a yajna and you should have 4 children now and Rama would be the first one. If Bharata were to be the first one, he had no problem because the eldest one in that hierarchy would become the king. Bharata would have been the king. Unfortunately for him, Rama was the first son and for him, unfortunately, Rama was an extraordinary human being. Whole country loved him. So therefore, putting Bharata as the king against Rama was not possible. He wanted to put Rama, but he also remembers he has given a word to Ashwapati Maharaja that Bharata will be the king. What should he do now? He wants to get Rama enthroned as early as possible in the absence of Bharata. Bharata is in the maternal uncle's place. Anyway, Bharata is not there. We'll finish this Pattabhisheka. He wants to do that. But God's ways are different. You know what happened? Manthara came and reminded Kaikeyi. Kaikeyi had forgotten about the 2 boons. She had no idea, forgotten about it. If she had remembered, this would not have happened. Manthara tells her, ask these 2 boons, and Rama had to go to Vanvasa. Interesting. Now, what is the dilemma that Dasharatha is facing? One side he has given a word that Bharata will be the king, that Kaikeyi's son will be the king. He wants to put Rama, the Jeshtaputra, the first son, he should be the king. Whom should he make it now? There be a real dilemma for him, but he could not solve it. And finally he says one sentence. My friend, this is the best sentence in Ramayana as I feel. It's called the Bharata Vakya. Yada acharati kalyani. He tells Kausalya at the last moment of life, Yada acharati kalyani. Shubham va ashubham. Tadeva labhate badre karta karmajam atmana. Amazing. This we should remember for all times to come. Yada acharati kalyani. Whatever you do, my dear wife, whatever we do, Shubha or Ashubha, whatever we do, good work or bad work, Tadeva labhate bhadre karta karmajam atmana. Whatever you do good will come back to you in good. Whatever you do bad will come back to you. You cannot change it. Tadeva labhate bhadre karta karmajam atmana. You can't change it. If you do 1 nanogram of goodness somewhere else, it comes back to you in some measure. If you do some nanogram of bad thing, it will haunt you later on at some time. You cannot. God has a perfect balance in his hand. Perfect balance. Every milligram is weighed and gives back to you. He says you can't avoid it. He says, I made that mistake. I killed Shravana Kumara. I knew at that time only I will have this. But I never thought Rama will leave and go. The dilemma Dasharatha faced. He could not solve the problem in his lifetime. He had to die unsatisfied. The other important episode which comes there is, now he says, Dasharatha says, Rama is going. Look at this, is the one beautiful point we have. Rama is not feeling bad at all. The previous day evening, father said, you will be the king tomorrow. You will be the crown prince tomorrow. And after Manthara's advice to Kaikeyi and Kaikeyi's adamant behavior, Dasharatha could not even talk. Rama was called back. And on behalf of Dasharatha, Kaikeyi tells him, now these are the two boons I have taken. One is Bharata should become the king and you should go on exile for 14 years. Rama does not show any emotions. He said, okay, it would be better if my father had told, but it's enough. If you tell me it's enough, I'll go. No emotions. He was not so happy when he asked to be the king. He was not so unhappy when he was asked to go to the forest. He just walks out, goes back. There is interesting thing. Dasharatha is feeling so bad that he made his dear son go to exile for 14 years. Then he sends a message. Come Rama, before you go to forest, look at it, this desire of an old man and a dying man. And Rama is faced with a very interesting dilemma. Dasharatha says, son, I know how firm you are as far as words are concerned. Ramo dvirnabhi bhashate is a very famous one. Rama has no two words, only one word. You say something, you stick to it. You agreed to go to forest, I know you will not change your mind. Anytime you will not change your mind. But for my sake, for the old man's sake, for the father's sake, stay one night extra. Stay tonight here with me and tomorrow you can go. He is not asking something great. Anybody would agree, poor thing. Anyway, I am going to forest 14 years, one day more, no problem. I can stay for one day. Rama is not that. That's why he is the Maryada Purushottama. The answer he gives is beautiful, my friends. We should always remember it. He tells, father, no, I have to leave right now. I can't stay whole night here. He says, we don't know how the human mind changes in one night. Beautiful example. Previous day, the same Dasharatha called Rama and said, tomorrow you are going to be the king in future. Pattabhisheka for you tomorrow. And just about 5-6 hours later, he calls him and says, you are going to forest. How the mind changed. I know how the mind changes, my father. Therefore, if I stay back tonight here, somebody may advise me something else. My mind may also change. I don't want my mind to change from the decision I have taken. I'll not leave, I'll go. He starts going there. There's something extraordinary about Rama. Even one night he does not stay back, saying that in one night my mind may change. I'll not do that. That's something extraordinary about him. Then there's another interesting dilemma Rama faces. He comes back to tell Kaushalya the news that he is going to forest. There's something very touching. You can't stop crying at it. When you read Ramayana, you can't stop crying. He comes and tells, situation is so beautiful. She knows that my son is going to be the king in future. She offers him a golden platform for him to sit. Come, you are going to be the king, man. Sit on a gold platform. Rama just pushes it and sits on the floor. I should get used to this, Amma. He tells his mother, I have to get used to this. Then tells her, this has happened. I am going to the forest for 14 years. Then mother asks a question. In our culture, first is mother. Matru Devo Bhava. Then you have Pitru Devo Bhava. Then Acharya Devo Bhava. First is Matru Devo Bhava. Your father told you to go to forest. Agree? Now I am telling you as a mother, don't go. What will you do? Will you value the word of the mother or value the word of the father? It's a real tricky situation for Rama. The mother is saying, don't go, and father is saying, go. What should Rama do now? And Rama solves this dilemma as only Rama can solve it. The beautiful way he solves is, mother, I accept you. What you said is perfectly right. But the first, I was given instruction by the father. Second instruction is coming from you. Therefore, let me complete the request of my father first, then I'll accept yours. I'll complete 14 years and then come back and stay with you. Secondly, he gives a beautiful argument. You can't go against the father's decision because he's not only your husband, he's the emperor of the country. He's the emperor. So the emperor's word is binding on everybody, including the wife. So therefore, remember, I had to value your word as a mother, but I should value the word of my father more because he gave me the instruction first, and secondly, he is the emperor. His word is binding on you also, he can't do it. This is the way of solving ethics, ethical dilemmas. Normally, we take excuse under that and get out of the situation. He is not willing to give out anything else, and he prefers to suffer. He says, I'll go to 14. Otherwise, you could have said, yes, mother's word is more important. Matra Devo Bhava. Therefore, I'll accept. I'll stay back in Ayodhya. He didn't do that. He said, I had to go because my father is an emperor also and his word is binding on me. And he proceeds. Then another one, most important, is Rama meets Bharata. This is one of the greatest scenes in Ramayana. Bharata comes back, poor fellow, does not know what is happening here, and he feels that he is the cause for all the misery that is poured on Rama. He feels still more miserable. He shouts at his mother and says, "You did everything wrong for me, and I'll go and bring Rama." He goes to Chitrakuta where Rama was there, goes and meets them. Very interesting thing happens there. There's a clash of two icons, both standing on the foundation of ethics. Both are of ethics. No one is trying to cheat other. Everyone is trying to support the other. Bharata says, "Look, I am not responsible for what my mother did. I was not there. If I were to be there, I would have clarified it. Mother asked for my sake. She loves me so much. How am I responsible for it? Why are you angry with me? It is your kingdom. You are the first son. You should take it." Rama says, "No, you are mistaken. As a rule, you are the king. I cannot be the king because my father had given a word to Kaikeyi at the time of marriage." Now this question comes, many people have asked me, if Rama knew already that Dasharatha had given word to Kaikeyi's father, why did he accept when Dasharatha offered him the principal first? Tomorrow is the Pattabhisheka. He could have said, no, I am not supposed to be the king. Bharata should be a king. He didn't say that. That means, was Rama playing a double game? No. He did not know. At that time, he did not know. Now in the forest, how does he know? Very simple. You should read Ramayana carefully between the lines also. The one who took him to drop beyond Sarayu was Sumantra. Sumantra was not only the chief minister of Dasharatha, he was the closest friend. He was the one who was witness to this agreement between Kaikeyi, his father, and Dasharatha. He told Rama, this is what happened at that time. Now Rama is convinced the kingdom does not belong to me. It belongs to Bharata. He says it belongs to you. Then Bharata's argument is beautiful. Yes, okay, I agree, kingdom is mine. I have taken it. Now I give it back to you. You take it. He said, I can't take it. Because the will is the father's will. You can't change your will. It's the father's will that you should be the king. You can't change your father's will. How beautifully, legally and ethically both are fighting. And Bharata says, very interesting. Okay, I'll do one thing. I'll also come with you. Anything can happen to Ayodhya. I'm not bothered. The argument of Rama is so beautiful. You are not alone, gentlemen. King has written the will that you should be the king. Your mother has agreed. Therefore, it is your duty to protect the people of Ayodhya and take care of them. You can't run away from the reality of life. You should be there. Take care of them. It is not only your wish, it is a command on you that you should be there to protect the kingdom and be there. Look after the kingdom. Bharata has no argument to make. This is such a great argument. One trying to favor the other, not trying to cheat the other. And then finally Rama says, you do one thing, you go back. I'll complete 14 years and come back and take the kingdom from you. This is again a question. If Rama knew that Bharata is the legal king, why did he take after 14 years? Very simple. Who was the party in this? Kaikeyi was the one who said kingdom should belong to Bharata. But now she has repented so much and tells Rama, Rama, I have withdrawn my words. I don't want the kingdom to Bharata. Therefore, whatever the word your father had given to my father is null and void now. You can become the king. So, Rama agrees to take it because Kaikeyi also has withdrawn a claim and wants Rama to become the king later on. Therefore, these ethical dilemmas in discussion between Rama and Bharata are extraordinary. There is another interesting dilemma which all of us face in life. You know the situation where Rama, Lakshmana, Sita are in the Chitrakuta and there Maricha comes in the form of a beautiful deer, very attractive deer with gold spots on his body. And Sita is mesmerized by that and tells Rama, why don't you get me this? Rama says it's not a normal deer. It must be Maya deer. Don't worry about it. But she desires. Something has to happen, And Rama goes in search of it and tell Lakshmana, don't leave the hermitage. Be here only till I come back here and protect Sita. Lakshmana says, I'll do it. And Rama goes there and finally he shoots at Maricha deer. And Maricha being a Mayavi, before he dies, he shouts, Ha Sita, Ha Lakshmana, and then dies. He shouts in the voice of Rama. Sita is worried. Something has happened to Rama. And Lakshmana says, nothing can happen, ma'am. Don't worry about it. Nobody can kill. No gods and angels, demons, nobody can touch Rama. He's a powerful man. Don't worry about it. Nothing will happen. But Sita is insistent that you should go. However much Lakshmana convinces her, finally she uses a wrong word. You're waiting upon you to grab me. Therefore you are doing this. So Lakshmana feels bad and goes. Normally we talk of 3 lines that he drew with the arrow and all that. It is not in Ramayana. He doesn't draw 3 lines. He simply goes, feels bad about it. As he is going there, Rama comes back, meets him on the way. He says, why are you coming here? I told you to stay there. Why did you come? Look at the pathetic position of Lakshmana. Sita says, go from here. Search for Rama. Rama says, why did you come here? And the 2 persons are dearest to his heart. Rama and Sita are dearest to Lakshmana. And both of them are shouting at him. What should a volunteer do when 2 bosses shout at him? One for doing, one for not doing. What should we do? He gives a beautiful method. Valmiki gives a beautiful method. And Lakshmana did that. Rama says, why did you come? Sita says, why are you here? Go. Lakshmana did what he should do very honestly and sincerely, and don't listen to both of them. Both of them are my well-wishers. I agree. They are shouting because of a cause. He will take the shouting from them, but finally he will do what is expected of him to do. As volunteers now, when there is pressure from 2 corners, both are equally predominant and equally close to you, what should we do? Do what is really required as a volunteer to do. You do your job very sincerely, earnestly, and ignore both of them, because at that time they are under tension and saying something, not they really mean it. And another one, most important, same situation comes to Lakshmana in the Avatara Samapti time, when Rama was to close his Avatara. Same thing happens in the Avatara Samapti time. At that time, Kali comes and says, I want to talk to Rama. Something important, don't allow anybody. And Rama tells Lakshmana, not any security guard, you be here, don't allow anybody. And if you allow anybody, I'll knock your head off. Rama never says that, but he says it. Lakshmana is on guard. At that time, Durvasa Rishi comes and says, I must meet Rama immediately. He said, immediately you can't meet, somebody is talking. No, what do you think? If I get angry, I can destroy whole Ayodhya. What should Lakshmana do? Should he allow Durvasa inside and go against the wish of the king and his brother? Or take the face the blame? In the interest of Ayodhya, he allows him to go. He goes inside and talks to Rama, but Rama says, now you did not listen to my words, disobeyed me, therefore I had to give you punishment. I had to get you killed. The only way that I can't cut your head off, you go away from here, go away from me. And finally Lakshmana goes into Saryu river. The choice is different, very difficult choices they make. And another important dilemma that we face next is, should Rama have killed Vali like that? Should Rama stand behind a tree, hide himself behind a tree and kill Vali? You could have got before him and called him, killed him. Why did you not do that? There are many questions asked about Rama's behavior at that time. Why was Rama hiding behind a tree? There are many arguments for it. One is, Vali was given a necklace by Indra, and if he wears that necklace, of course Valmiki Ramayana does not say that. It says that Indra had given him a beautiful necklace which always Vali wore. But it does not say, like any other scripture, it says anybody who came to fight with him, the enemy's half energy will come to Vali. When he was wearing that necklace, anybody comes before him, half his energy will come to Vali. Therefore, Vali can never lose a war. Therefore, Rama did not want to go in front of him. That is one argument which is not in Ramayana. But other books it is there. But why was he hiding? And when Vali is shot, Vali falls down and asks Rama, is it the way to fight? Standing behind and hitting me? You should have come before me and fought with me. I heard so much good about you. And Rama's answer is beautiful. You are not a human being. You are a wild animal. When I go for hunting, should I say, only when the tiger faces me, I'll shoot. Only when the lion faces me, I'll shoot. You can shoot anywhere, in whatever condition. You are a wild animal. The way you have behaved and disgracefully, insulting your brother's wife and insulting the people around, you deserve to be punished like this. You are an animal. Therefore, hunting the animal, there are no rules. I can kill you anything. And secondly, I am here as the representative of Bharata. Representative Bharata, I am here. Bharata is my king. He has asked me to guard here and give protection to good people here. You are a terrible fellow. You have sent your brother out and keeping his wife with you. There is gross insult. Therefore, you are treated like in fact, Pashu. You are a Pashu. Therefore, I have hit you like a Pashu only. But interesting thing is this. Wali does not have problem with getting killed by Rama. Look at it. This is the beauty of Ramayana. He is killed by Rama. He is dying. But you know what he says? It's a great honor to die in your hand, Rama. But I have one request to make. Kindly take my son Angada with you. Have you ever seen in any literature happening this? Somebody kills you and the person says, take my son with you. Let my son Angada learn from you. Live under your shadow. Let him grow under your shadow. And Rama agrees. Even Tara does it. Tara, Wali's wife, comes there crying. She's deep anguish in her heart to see her husband dying there. But still, Valmiki does not miss that beauty of it. He comes and looks at Rama and says, the husband is dying. But she looks at Rama and says, oh my God, this is the great Rama. I wanted to meet sometime. Look at it. This is the beauty. She doesn't see him as a killer of her husband. She says, Rama, an outstanding human being. I heard so much about him. I wanted to meet him. Kodanda Rama, I am seeing you here. Tara is not a small person. Taken in a different way. Tara is not born to human beings. You should know that. Tara came along with Samudra Mathana. When Samudra Mathana happened, the poison came, Amrita came, Lakshmi came through that. Several things came through the Samudra Mathana. Tara was one of them. Tara was one of those products who came out Samudra Mathana. She was the most outstandingly beautiful woman at that time. Most outstandingly beautiful woman. Wali married her. And people say wrongly, very wrongly, saying that, oh, Tara, after the husband's death, lived with Sugriva. No, she stayed with Sugriva. And Sugriva did not misuse her at all. That's why Panchakanya, we mentioned one, Tara is Panchakanya. Ahalya, Draupadi, Sita, Tara, Mandodari, Tatha, Panchakanya, Smare Nityam, Mahapatakanashanam. If you remember these women, your most dangerous mistakes will be covered up. Look at it, Tara is one of them. How can you brand her as somebody living with her husband's brother? No, she stayed there in the palace. She was the most intelligent woman. Most intelligent woman. Therefore, Tara solved the dilemma, saying that, okay, Angada, go with Rama. I wanted to see Rama and be with him for some time. I could not. You go and stay with him. And says that. And next important episode, which we should be careful about is this, and learn from that is about this. Vibhishana situation. Darbar of Ravana is going on and he's saying, what should I do now? Enemy is on the other side of the ocean. They may come any time. How do we fight? At that time, everybody says, we'll take the army, go and kill Rama, all kind of well-raised statements. But Vibhishana says, brother, you made a mistake. You have done a mistake by bringing Sita here. You made a mistake, therefore give Sita back with respect and you'll be all right. Ravana does not like it. In the power game, whatever king says, everybody will accept it. Everybody says, oh, Ravana is right and Vibhishana is the traitor. And Ravana says, get out of my kingdom. What should Vibhishana do? There are three things. If you are a bad king, what should a minister do? There are three options he had got. One is get away from that kingdom, stay somewhere else, anonymous. One. Second one is join the enemy and fight with him. A third option is be with him, go on complaining. What can we do? King is like that. Three options. If husband is bad, what should the wife do? One is go away from him or gang up with somebody else and beat him. Third is live with him grudgingly, complainingly. Look at it. Vibhishana had three options. One is to go and say somewhere else in the village, some village, anonymous. But he knew very well Ravana will hunt him and kill him. First option is not there. Second option is join another enemy and fight with him. What kind of enemy he should join? Ravana was the most powerful man at that time. Most powerful man. Nobody could face him. Therefore he thought the only way to save myself and give lesson to Ravana was to join Rama. He knew that only Rama can defeat Ravana. Therefore, I can go and join Rama and fight against brother. Second option. Third option would be staying with him only complaining. Kumbhakarna stayed. Many people stayed with him. What can we do? In Mahabharata, Bhishma takes the third stand. Bhishma had three options again. If the grandson, the great grandson, idiot, does not listen to him, leave him. Go somewhere else. Stay somewhere else. Second is join Pandavas and hit him. Or third one is stay with him only. Bhishma did it. Stayed with him. Not only stayed with him, fought for him. Fought for Duryodhana. But Vibhishana takes the second action. He goes and joins Rama. And says, Rama, I want Pranabhiksha. Everybody says, don't take Vibhishana. He is coming from the opposite camp. He may be a dangerous spy. May not be useful. Don't take him. What should Rama do? Including the wise Anjaneya says, be careful about this man. He is the brother of Ravana. Don't take him. But Rama says, I have only two options. One is, when he says, give me Pranabhiksha, as a Kshatriya, I have offered him. Therefore, whether he does good to me or bad to me is okay. I'll take him. I'll take him. First, I give protection to him. And secondly, in the war time, he will be the most precious informer for us as what is inside Sri Lanka. That is pragmatism. When I go, I don't know what is in the fort of Lanka. I don't know what is inside. He knows very well. Therefore, when we go inside, he will be the most useful tool for all of us. I'll take him. So therefore, Rama has no dilemma. Vibhishana had a dilemma, what to do. Vibhishana solved it by coming to surrender at the feet of Rama. There is one statement which I should tell you here. As the war goes on, Ravana asked Indrajittu to fight. Indrajittu is fighting the Maya war, disappearing somewhere throwing stone, arrows from somewhere else. At that time, he creates a lady exactly resembling Sita, called Maya Sita. He brings her holding her hair up and brings in the war field and says, look, I brought Sita here now. From Ashokavana, I'll kill her now. What will you do? And cuts her head off. And immediately even the great Anjaneya is convinced Sita is dead. He goes and tells Rama, Sita is dead. I saw Sita being killed. I'm sorry about it. And then Rama becomes unconscious. He falls unconscious. At that time, Lakshmana goes on crying. Hare Rama, I told you, don't go behind Dharma. You always fought for Dharma. What Dharma gave you? You lost your kingdom, you lost your wife. She died also now. I told you, earn money, earn money. Money is the only solution for life, not Dharma. Dharmo nirarthakaha. And not one shloka. There are 10 slokas Valmiki writes. And if you see that, they are all the cries of people in the 21st century. They say, Dharma is not valued. Money is more important. But it is not so. It is not so. Please don't go by that, the 10 statements. Don't we say that? When a small child makes it, are you going to die? Keep quiet now. Mother, does he want the child to die? No. He's only out of anguish of that particular moment she says it. Lakshmana also says the same thing. You went behind Dharma. That day only you could have been the king also. You told me, if you permitted me, I would have stopped Dasharatha and I put you as a king. But now, you followed Dharma and did not take money. Money is the only thing which helps you. Money can give you friendship. Money can give you panditya. Money can give you awards. Everything will be with money only. You followed Dharma. But these are ramblings of a anguished mind for a short time. Immediately next, that you should see. Immediately next, when he is fighting with Indrajittu, he leaves every arrow and Indrajittu does not die. Finally, he takes an ordinary bow. Very ordinary bow, arrow, very ordinary arrow. Puts on his bow and says the shloka, Dharmatma Satya Sandasya Ramo Dashare Tiryadi Yuddhecha Apratidvandva Jarainim Jahiravanim. Something outstanding. What is he saying? Holds the arrow to his head and prays, Dharmatma Satya Sandasya Ramo Dashare Tiryadi. If my brother Rama is Dharmatma, he is Satya Sandha, he is appropriate son for Dasharatha. And nobody can defeat him in the war, any war. If it is true, let this arrow kill this Indrajittu, Ravana's son. And it kills Indrajittu. Look at the faith that he has on Dharma. Rama is a Dharmishta, therefore this arrow will kill him. That means what Lakshmana said a few minutes back about saying Dharma is Nirarthaka is only to say how it happens. Such a good man like you, can they punish you like that? It is not a dilemma, it is only anguish of a broken heart at that time. And the last one, which is very, very questionable, many people question Rama on that, is why did he allow Sita Agni Pravesha? This has been asked several times, and some people vehemently argue that Rama was wrong in that. I'll answer something beautifully. I don't know how many of you know Kannada and Kannada literatures, but at least I mentioned two names. One great man was D.V. Gundappa, an outstanding scholar in Kannada, outstanding scholar, authority on Ramayana. There is another great scholar called V. Sita Ramaya, another great scholar in Kannada. I was witness to it. One day V. Sita Ramaya came and sat in front of Gundappa. His eyes were red, and said, you are Rama. He is telling Gundappa. Sita Rama is telling Gundappa, you are Rama. He is not a deserving husband for my Sita. He is Sita and he is Rama. Why? You know what Rama does? Made her go to Agni Pravesha once, and second time he is also asking in Uttarakanda. Second time also asking her to go to Agni. Is it true? What kind of gentleman is he? Sita is so pavitra, and can you ask her to go to fire? And you know what she said? I don't want anything of this kind. Earth broke and she entered into earth and finished her avatar. This is your Rama. Rama is not a deserving husband for my Sita. Gundappa heard all that and then asked, you have read Uttarakanda? Yes, I read Uttarakanda. What did she say finally? Before going into the crack of earth, what did she say? She folded her hand and looked into heavens and said, in any number of lives that I take on earth, Rama should be my husband. And Gundappa said, if Sita has no problem, what is your problem, man? If Sita has no problem, what is your problem? Sita has pardoned Rama. Not only pardoned Rama, she understands Rama. That is the beauty of it. Here also, when the war is over, he calls Sita to come. He says, just Sita come. Sends Vibhishana, ask Sita to come. He wants her to come as she is. She is not decorated now. But Vibhishana makes a modified statement there and says, take bath and wear all your jewelries and come. That means, the reason is that when she saw Sita, she looked beautifully ornamented and ready, as if she is going to Darbar. It doesn't look like a person staying in exile in the Ashokavana for 8 months. 10 months he stayed in the Ashokavana. It didn't look like that. That's one part. And secondly, Rama's mind was something different. I'm not trying to justify what Rama did. Rama's dilemma, he also wanted to give Sita a pedestal of clarity. The chastity of her is not questioned. Yes, I know the Sita is innocent, but the world should know. How the world should know? I should, because there's a beautiful statement says, Caesar's wife should be above board. I'm not just Rama, I'm going to be the king of Ayodhya. And people may question her later on. How can he accept her when she was in the control of a demon like Ravana for 10 months? How can he accept her back? He wanted to tell the whole world, I got her purified by fire. Those were the days when Agni was the finally authority to say whether pure or impure. He made Agni Pravesha only because not for himself, for the entire world. Others wanted to know. The second time, why did he do that? Again, the same reason. People in Ayodhya, people can talk. Even today, you can't stop people from talking. Small people always talk. Whole Ayodhya was talking about it. How did Rama accept her? Some monkeys were there in the war. They were witness, it seems. Who knows? It happened in Sri Lanka. How do you know it's true? They said, therefore, it is my duty to prove that not only they were witness, but you are also witness to it. About her purity. He wanted her to Agni Pravesha. Rama's intentions are very clear. That Sita should be kept above board. Is absolutely pure. That I know it. And I not only know it, but I should demonstrate to the whole world that she is pure. So the stand that Rama took all through his life, that's the most important one. He said two things. One is truth and Dharma. He never, in fact, he is called Vigrahavan Dharma. Vigraha Rupa. Rama is called the physical form of Dharma. He is not following Dharma, he is Dharma. That kind of person, Rama, is the central character of Ramayana. There are so many versions of Ramayana, but I would depend always on the original Valmiki. Valmiki gives a beautiful commentary. Never in Ramayana he says, follow Rama, accept Sita, respect her, follow Anjaneya. He never says that. It never ever says it. But presents Rama in such a beautiful way, we are tempted, we should live like Rama. And we should live like Sita. And we should try to live the ideals of Lakshmana, Bharata, Anjaneya, all of those things. That is the greatness of Valmiki. Valmiki tries to clear as many dilemmas as possible. In a main epic like Ramayana, huge character, huge canvas is this. But in the huge canvas, many dilemmas come up. And Valmiki presents it as they are and tries to give appropriate solutions for it. Thank you so much.
Sir, it was truly a very, very engrossing lecture. Wish we had more time to hear you and your words of wisdom. We have some questions for the benefit of the audience. With your permission, can we ask you questions, sir? So, in the age of nuclear family system, what is that one important value or message from the Ramayana to preserve our family system? We know we are living in a very different world today, but Indian family system is the core of our culture and our civilization. So what is that one thing that you want to give as a important takeaway from Ramayana?
Excellent, excellent. Today we have the joint families have disappeared, become nuclear families. It's all the more important that the family stays together. And to stay together, you have to love each other unconditionally. I'm using the word carefully, unconditionally. That's what Rama did to Sita. He did not expect anything from her. To such an extent that even while walking in the forest, he would walk first. And then Sita would be in the center, Lakshmana behind it. The reason is that if there are small thorns there, stones there, he would clear it so that Sita will not have a problem. And Sita loved him so much so that giving the fruits, when Lakshmana brought fruits to her, she will see which is the best fruit and give it to Rama, and the second one she will take it. This kind of unconditional love for each other is the one which holds the family. Whether Bharata, Lakshmana, Anjaneya, all of them, they are epitome of love and sacrifice for one another. Giving something for others, this whole joy of giving to each other is the, I think, basic crux of a unitary family now. Normally in the family, we start finding faults with one another. Husband finds you are not adequate, wife says you are not good, complain about it, fight starts. The best we can learn from Ramayana is, Rama never charged Sita, Sita never attacked Rama. They only try to find out what is good in one another. I would pray with my folded hands to couples saying that, you try to find what is good in your wife, she should find what is good in you rather than finding faults with one another. There's a lesson that Rama and Sita taught us.
So today's youth are faced with conflicting personal and societal values. In such a situation, how do they identify and uphold their own dharma in this modern world?
Yes. Dharma is unshakable. I must be clear about what I am doing. If I am modifying dharma to suit to my convenience, I am not a dharmic person. I use advantage of situation and say it is useful to me. Dharma does not tell you to modify or manipulate. It tells you follow what is the righteous path. It may do some harm to you, it may do good to you. Doing good or bad is not important. What is you are supposed to do? Rama did the same thing. Anjaneya did the same thing. What did Anjaneya do? Very simple. Anjaneya was a mantri of Sugriva. But he called Rama as the God for him. He is my God. Hanumanta never left the path of Dharma. Always followed the path of Dharma. It was difficult for him. Not easy for him. But he did follow everything. Lakshmana, do you think it was easy to follow Rama? I always say it is so easy to be a Rama Bhakta. Put a photo of Rama, Lakshmana, Sita, Rama Darbar, put a hara, a garland and pray and Mangalarti, you are a Rama Bhakta. To be a Rama Bhakta is very easy, but to live with Rama is impossible. You have to live that values, otherwise you can't live with him. If you are not a true person, the great values, you can't live with Rama. Vibhishana survived. Ravana cannot survive with him. Therefore, young people should remember, Dharma is not a convenience, matter of convenience. It is the path of life. If it is tough also, please follow it. Please follow it. In the end, it will give you good results. Some people say, by doing shortcuts and all that, I can achieve something in life. No. You may get some position, you may get some money, but you will not be happy with yourself.
Ramayana is not just a story, sir. It is a guidance and inspiration for millions of us. And especially for the current youth, what is that one important message you would like to give for them to find their purpose and navigating the moral complexities they are facing in the modern times, in the modern society?
As you said, Ramayana is not a story for us. And instantly I should tell people, India is a very blessed country. Ramayana and Mahabharata are the only two epics in the world which people know without reading them. Not many villagers have read Ramayana. Not many people have read Valmiki Ramayana. But they know Rama, they know Sita, they know Lakshmana, everyone you know. Mahabharata characters also are known to us. Nobody has read Vyasa's Mahabharata. Why are they become part of our life? They are part of Indian ethos. Ramayana has become part of Indian ethos. Now, Ramayana is not just a story for us. It is a way of living for us. It is a ready reckoner for you how to live in life. There are three characters you should remember. Iti Ramakatha, as I say, has three important roles to play. One is, they came through the fire of tests, but did not leave Dharma and Satya. The three people are Rama, Lakshmana, Sita and Bharata. They could have chosen convenient life, comfortable life, but they would not have been remembered. If Rama had not lived the life of Rama, he would not be an icon after 9,600 years. We don't remember people who lived 100 years ago. But Rama remains an icon and a god for us. A young man, a prince of Ayodhya, becomes a god for 9,600 years. Is it possible? Why? Because the way he lived went through fire of test, fire after fire, but did not leave truth and also dharma. Therefore, they are remembered even today. Young people should remember, you can make shortcuts and achieve small successes, but you can't attain immortality through that. You can attain immortality, mental peace and happiness with yourself only when you follow the path of dharma. The first one. Second model, you should keep before you the mightiest of the mightiest king. Tremendous power he had. The Navagrahas were at his feet. He was a Brahmana. He knew all Vedas, Upanishads and all Shastras. Brilliant man. Supposed to have 10 heads. That means he could say 10 things simultaneously. Such a powerful man collapsed because of one weakness. Young people should be careful about it. You may be having 10 good things with you. One wrong act of yours can destroy your life. Ravana is a role model for that. With all positive things with him, tremendous money, popularity, power, energy, everything, he could not survive, become a villain in life because of one weakness. We call Shakespeare calls it as a tragic flaw. Tragic flaw. All his Shakespearean tragedies, you see, everyone was good, but one weakness. Hamlet was a great prince, but could not decide to be or not to be is the question. Macbeth was a great warrior. Ambition. One ambition killed him, destroyed him. Take Othello, the great warrior, great man, great prince, but suspicion with Desdemona killed him. King Lear, outstanding king, but blind faith killed him. One weakness destroyed each of these people. Therefore, we should learn lesson from this one. Ravana, in spite of being so powerful, bite the dust because of one weakness. And third and most important is, follow the path of dharma. Choose an ideal. Who is a dharmic man? Choose an ideal dharmic man as your leader and follow him continuously and become part of his dharmic process and become immortal. Anjaneya is the role model for that. Anjaneya did not choose anybody, he chose only Rama. I always say, in India, go to any village, you find Anjaneya temples. You may not find Rama temple, you will always find Anjaneya temple. In Anjaneya temple, there is no Rama. But in Rama temple, there is always Anjaneya. Look at it. By being an ardent disciple of a great man, you become more powerful than the leader himself. Therefore, three models before us. Go through the fire, but don't leave the path of dharma. Even you have power, be careful about one weakness that you have which can make you bite the dust. And third and most important, choose a leader who is worthy of being followed and chase it, follow the path of dharma as Anjaneya did it.
Sir, thank you so much for being with us. Your rich experience, the pearls of wisdom that you said, your inspiration will be a great takeaway for all of us who have been listening to us, who have been listening to this episode of Ethics from Epics. You have given your precious time to us. Thank you once again so much. Namaskar.